Hey, what's happening everybody, and welcome to DabPlay. I want to welcome you to my channel because this might be the first time you're here, and my channel is all about metaverse gaming, and specifically right now I am focused on Decentraland and promoting the community as much as I can, because right now things are really booming. It's a really good space to be joining in, and obviously you're going to want to get yourself started as soon as possible as a new player. So stick with me today. I'm going to cover the absolute basics about how you're going to get around, what Decentraland is also about, but I will go a bit deeper for you, and I will explain to you all about the wearable NFTs and the other NFTs that you've probably heard about within this community, and we will also answer that very important question that a lot of you seem to be asking, which is how you can make money, or can you make money from Decentraland. Now, my channel is dropping videos 2 times a week where you explore not only the gameplay behind Decentraland, but we also explore the community elements of what is going on, promoting some work by content creators as well as some of the most upcoming and trending scenes. But let's kick off today's video with a quick introduction about Decentraland and the mechanics of how it all works. So first and foremost, when you start and you log into the game, you are going to be coming into somewhere called Genesis Plaza, which is what we have here. This is where everybody spawns unless you are using a direct link that's going to take you to a scene. Now, if I press U on my keyboard, that's going to unhide the user interface that I've got. And here you'll see things like your chat area in the bottom left corner, which I might have to block out because I can't control what people type. But there is also down here your talk area, so that will show you whether or not your microphone is engaged, and there is a shortcut key of T, so you can press that and that will do your push to talk, as well as you have a friends list here where you can whisper people directly rather than putting it in a general chat. And obviously the most important things here is going to be your map in the top left corner and your avatar in the top right corner. Now, when you do come into Genesis Plaza, you should have your tutorial load up automatically on your first login, either as a guest or a registered user, and that will talk to you about how you get around using WASD as your movement keys, how you lock and unlock the camera. One of the most important things that you are going to need to remember is if you press escape, it will take you out of look mode, which is like this, and it will put you into cursor mode where you can click the various things that are going on the screen. So next we're going to take you up to the avatar, and we'll click that, and here you'll see that it automatically takes me into my backpack. So when you come into your backpack, the first thing you're going to want to do as a new player is customize your avatar. Everything from shape to skin tone to your different hairstyles or eyebrows, eyes, pretty much everything you would expect in any normal kind of avatar creation screen. You will get a bunch of stock tops and bottoms that you can pick depending on what you want to wear, as well as you'll get your shoes, and you will get accessories for pretty much everything and anything you can think of. Now, you might have heard, and I did mention this before, about the NFT wearables, non-fungible tokens that are wearables. Something to bear in mind: if you don't know about NFTs, you need to go and do a little bit of research so you fully understand what you're getting into, because NFTs aren't just wearables. NFTs can be images, they can be videos, they can be audio files, they can be a mixture of all of it, and you will get game specific NFTs, which in Decentraland are these things we call wearables. So here you can see a whole host of different wearables that I've picked up in the time that I've been within this community. There are event items that I've got, some from things here like these festival t-shirts from different days that I attended a festival, and I've got another one down here. I have got seasonal items, like there's like Father Christmas hats here. I've got play to earn rewards, like here I've got a t-shirt that came from a game called Golfcraft. So as we go through, we will touch upon these and how you're going to get these items if you want to get them. But if the first thing you want to do is get your hands on some wearables and you don't want to wait around, then the marketplace is going to be where you can pick things up pretty quickly. But you will need to pay for it using crypto. So within Decentraland, we use the Mana crypto token, and that you can deposit by coming up here into your avatar screen. If you click this is going to take you to a deposit page, and you can start doing things like transferring it between 2 different networks, or you can deposit it from your account. Now, the thing you need to bear in mind with Decentraland is that it does operate on 2 different parts of the blockchains at the moment. So when this first started started up a few years ago, everything was on the Ethereum blockchain. But as the gas prices have gone up and up and up, so it's more expensive to create transactions, things have now started to move over to the Polygon blockchain. So the first thing you need to know is that there is Ethereum Mana and there is Polygon Mana. All of these wearables, or pretty much most of these wearables now, are all operating on what we call level 2, which is under the Polygon network, where you can trade and you can use transactions with very, very minimal gas fees. Some of the older and initial starting out wearables were on the Ethereum blockchain. Other things that you need to know though is that if you wanted to buy land within Decentraland, all of the 90,000 scenes that started out, all of the 90,000 blocks of land that started out being for sale have now been sold. They've been sold over quite a few years, and now if you want land, you can come into the land part of the marketplace and any of these blue squares are available to you to purchase. However, they are insanely high prices. So for example, this one is just shy of 10,000 Ethereum Mana. So not only is one mana about $3 at the time of making this video, that's going to cost you 30,000 US dollars for that one square alone. But on top of that, you also need to pay a very extortionate gas fee, which is probably going to be several $1,000s as well, because it is on the Ethereum chain. So I guess answering the first question about how you're going to make money, and one of those being that you could buy land in Decentraland, yes you could do, but it is going to cost you a lot of money to outlay at the start, so that probably isn't going to be very viable for you, because monetizing the land you would have to earn a lot of cash back before you've paid back your initial investment. Now you can, however, reach out to owners. So for example, we could reach out here to Leopard via Discord or Twitter, try and find out who that person is and see if we could rent that land from them. But again, you are going to be outlaying crypto before making anything back. So your collectibles in here is where you can either buy directly from the creators, or you can use what is essentially a bit like eBay, where you can come in, you can make bids, you can view the different things that are on offer. But again, like this t-shirt is 1 mana. We can look at the item here, the logo, and we can see that it's not Ethereum Mana because it's not the red one, it's the Polygon one. So if I buy this, it's going to come to me, I'm not going to have to pay gas fees, or if I do, it's going to be absolute minimal because it's on the Polygon network. So that's how you're going to buy your wearables if you want them. So let's go back into the main area that we was at. So if we close this down, actually I'll tell you what we'll do. Before we do that, let's hop over into settings. I'm not going to go through all of these, but one thing that I will recommend is that you go in and you select night mode, because if you have it in day mode it will all look brighter, but some of the scenes do look better in night mode, where the neon that a lot of scenes have is really glowing quite nice and bright. If you go into Builder is where you can do things like you can buy your username. When you log in, you'll see up here that you have DabPlay for me, and I have a hash at the end of it with some random generated numbers. Now if you wanted to remove that, which is what I have done, you can go into the Builder and you can buy your name. It costs you 100 mana, and unfortunately it is on the Ethereum network, so you have to pay a gas fee as well. But if you wanted to, you can do that, and that will make you more of a verified user, and you've obviously invested in the community. So the map is probably the next important place to look at, and all of these different squares, as I mentioned when we looked at the marketplace, are different parcels of land. Now the grey ones are land that has been sold. It may or it may not have content within it, because each square here contains user generated content, whereas these ones here, which you've got with the dot with the star in it, so the yellow circles with the star in it, are verified points of interest. And the way the creators have done that is they've had to promote their scene, their content, and it has to go to a vote where they have to have about 200 people vote to say yes, they would like to see it as a permanent point of interest on the map. So that's what the two different dots are. You'll see clustered scenes together here, which is like with a common purpose. So here we've got the Crypto Valley, which has got an art gallery, another gallery, and a convention center in it. We've got these big green areas here, so we've got a gamer plaza, so these are areas that you can explore that are themed around a certain, for this one it will be like themed around gaming, so we can't see anything from the picture, but we can jump in, which is what we use, that's the term that we use to enter into a space, and we call those spaces scenes. So as you look around, you'll see there are lots of different things going on. We're just looking at the verified ones right now, but for example, Battle Racers is a game, whereas MetaZoo International is a social hangout, it's like a nightclub, and then you will get other things. If we go a bit further up to the north, you'll see here we've got Sotheby's, which is an auction house. We've got things over here like Super Rare Museum, which is exactly as it sounds, it's a museum you can go and look at very, very rare NFTs. And then you've got things like museums, you've got a Decentraland University, and as we go over here, this is the casino gambling district, so you've got things like the Atari Casino or the Tomonoya Casino, and then there's a poker lounge, as well as other nightclubs and places where you can hang out. And so that is just even what's verified. So if you go into any of these other grey box scenes, you can explore those and you will find gems and mysteries and different things that you can get involved in that you might not have seen elsewhere. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to jump in, and we did say that we're going to spend a bit of time talking about what this is all about. So let's just jump in to a scene that is busy, and the way that you can work that out is because you can look at the map and you can see all of these red dots which are representing clusters of players, or alternatively we can use the final area that we haven't particularly looked at in our top section, which is the explore. Now this is a keyboard shortcut X if you want to jump into this, and this will be very useful to you as a new player because you can look at the trending scenes or the trending places that people are. So in the Wonder Minecrafting game, this is massively popular, 395 players right now. Or you've got a poker lounge here, or you can go into Genesis Plaza, which is where we started off, or you've got things here like Golfcraft, that is another game, and some of these games are what we call play to earn games. So whereas before we was talking about how you are going to get your wearables and buying them in the marketplace, you can also earn them by playing games. And then finally we've got events. So events is going to be social events that are happening. For example, you can see here December 24th there is a Christmas party, Xmas party over at MetaZoo International. If we click info, we can find out a bit more about what's going on, but this shows you just how booming the community is. There is 1,230 people confirmed as going, so that is going to be a huge event. And what they also do is, you can have a look up here, it tells you all of the different sponsors, and they do giveaways at certain events, and that is another way that you can get wearables. So if you're not going to buy them and you don't want to play to earn them, then you can come across to social events. There are plenty of them going on, and most of the time there will be giveaways. So NFT Tuesday, so that one's a scavenger hunt in the metaverse. So they'll give you clues, you run around the map and try and find where the location is, and then the first person to find it will win probably a NFT wearable. And again, there's giveaways here. This is hosted by Decentraland under their Christmas quests. So we're going to take a break now and jump over into a game, and I'll show you a little bit more about the play to earn element of it. And whereas we were talking about the final part of this, and we was thinking about, well, can you make money from Decentraland? In a nutshell, the answer is yes. There are a couple of ways that you can do it. You can buy land, you can monetize it, and you can then sell things or like advertising space, and you could profit from that. But we know from looking at the map, you are going to be looking at a huge outlay before you can do that. The second element to it is that you can get wearables and you can try to sell them on the marketplace for what you've paid for them. However, be warned, the NFT collections for wearables are huge. Quite often, like the t-shirts or the trousers or the shoes that I've got on, those are like edition sizes of like 50,000 wearables. So there are 50,000, for example, of like a shoe or a pair of trousers or a hat, and so for you to be able to sell that and profit from that and like massively, or to the amount that's going to be worthwhile, is going to be very difficult for you, because there are going to be tons and tons of other people trying to sell exactly the same stuff that you are trying to sell. So that's going to be quite tricky. The other thing that you could do is you could hold on to them for a while, and then they might become rare and you might be able to get rich, shall we say, from that. But the only other way really to do it, if you're not going to get a giveaway or you're not going to go and buy it yourself, is to come over here. But you can make money from the casino, as we just saw on the map. You can go over there, you can use your crypto to stake that on blackjack, roulette or poker, and then that can make you some money if you are lucky enough. But for those of you that want a completely risk-free element to get in wearables, I would say that play to earn is probably the easiest way. Now when you come over to somewhere like this, to Wondermine, or you go to Golfcraft, the first thing I would say is go to my channel first, look at YouTube DabPlay, and have a look at the guides, because in just 10 minutes or so, I've got a guide for Golfcraft, I've got a guide for Wondermine, which is where we are now, and I update these things regularly. So if you go to that, you will know exactly what you were doing, you'll be a professional within 10 minutes, and you'll know exactly what you want. You won't have to spend time typing in the chat and hoping that someone's going to answer your question, because quite a few people are saying, what do I do here? And a lot of players just haven't got the time or energy to keep answering the same questions. So I do recommend you check out those videos, and then come over here. So when you come to Wondermine, I'll explain this one because this is probably a very simple, easy one to explain. These meteors will fall down from the sky. You run over to them like we're going to do now, and then all you have to do is click with your mouse button to mine it, and then you will get loot from within inside it, and you are going to need the loot to come over to this purple machine here, which is then going to be for crafting wearables. So we'll just wait for that to open and tell us what loot we got. So we got a wonder coin. You need the coins to do the mining, but like I say, I'm not going to get into this game now. Go over to the guide and have a look, and then you will know what's going on. But you'll see here that when you want to go through, you can craft items for use in the game. Then you get NFT items. So this is like a diamond pickaxe NFT that you can use here. Once you get these things called wearable tokens, these are going to enable you to craft the NFT items that you can wear. So these are the actual wearables that you can get. So for example, I'll show you one that I've got. If we go over here to like the Wonder Zone t-shirt, so you need 15 Wonder Gems. You get them from mining the meteors. You need 3 diamonds. If you open up your bag, you get those from mining the meteors. You need 4 gold. You get that from mining meteors. You get the idea. You mine the meteors, you get these different items, you craft those what I just showed you, and then with 10 coins as well, you can then come down here and click this item to mint it. Now if I did have 10 coins, that would light up. I can just press that straight away, and I can mint that, or I could mint the hat. But a lot of the stuff that they did have has sold out. You can see here it says 0 remaining. So again, what I would say with any of these games is make sure you go over and you join their Discord or their Twitter handles, because that's going to tell you when the events are happening, so that you can make sure that you get one, because these things do sell out really quick. I mean, you've seen that there was over 300 people in this game alone, and these people are going to be here daily getting the materials ready for a crafting event so they can make them. But when you do get one, it will then go to your crypto wallet that you've got linked to your account, and you'll see, for example here, that's what the Wonder Zone t-shirt looks like. So then you can equip it to your avatar and you can have a look at it, and it's, yeah, it just gives you a reward then for playing. But again, if you wanted to try to sell this, let's go on to the marketplace now and I'll give you an example. So if I was here just to make money and I spent all of my time in Wonder Zone and I got my t-shirt, and then we was trying to sell the t-shirt, we can go to upper body for the Wonder Zone. Here they all are. So we've got some going for, so 15's the cheapest at the moment. Let's change it to cheapest, and that will give you a really good idea. So 4 mana is the cheapest that we could get a Wonder Zone t-shirt for. So that's probably then going to be what, at $3 per mana, that's going to work out at 12 bucks. Now it probably took me, I would say, about 6 weeks to get enough materials to craft this Wonder Zone t-shirt. So if you think that working for 6 weeks in a game every morning for about half an hour to make 12 bucks is useful to you, then by all means go for it. this is why I say that I don't think that making money is particularly easy in Decentraland, but the reason for that is because that is not the point. The point of this is to be a community experience where you can go to different events, you can meet new friends, you can experience new things in this wonderful thing called the Metaverse, and if you wanted to, you can get some things like some cool wearables to put on your avatar, but the whole point of this is that the creators make these wearables to sell in the marketplace so that they can make money from it, because most of them put that money back into their scenes, back into the games, and pay for the teams that bring you the content that is here. So getting rich off Decentraland, not easy, not something I think you should solely come here for. I think you'll be very disappointed, because that's not what it's about. However, if you want to go and you want to experience some different events and meet some new friends and play some games, then this is definitely the place for you. So today we've covered the very basics about how you're going to jump around and get into places by using your map, keyboard shortcut M, and jumping into scenes. You can get your wearables by either buying them in the marketplace, play to earn games, or getting them as a giveaway through different events. And then finally, what is there to do here? Well, there are games, there are galleries, there are exhibits, there are experiences, or you can just run around the free open world environment like we're going to do right now, and we're going to just have a look for some new scenes. So we just found a game over here, we've got something else that we can go and look at over here, we've got some unpopulated scenes, we've got a big old pyramid thing here. So yeah, it really is a case of come along and explore and see what you can find. And because it is a very, very fast changing and ever growing community, you know, this thing here that we've got, this guy holding some money, that might be here today. Tomorrow it could be something completely different where the developers have changed and wanting to make it into something else. This gallery here, today we're seeing some sand dunes, or today over here we've got some like what looks like almost like foggy like mountains or something on that one. Yeah, this tomorrow could be completely different where the creator has then changed that artwork. Or similarly, this one here, which looks like it's blocked off and we can't get into it, the creators might then press publish. I mean, we've got in now, but you know, some of these ones are blocked off. If you can't get in, then you might be able to get in another time, and yeah, because they've now published the scene. But you know, there are some crazy things here, like I don't know what this free Ross is all about, but let's have a look. So there's a QR code on that, so if we wanted to, we could have a look at what that's all about. We could scan that QR code, or we can find out about projects that are going on. There really is so much to do here, and it is easy to lose hours just running around looking at all the new different things that there are, and experiencing the weird and sometimes wonderful aspects that creators have brought to this game, or rather this community. So with that all being said, that pretty much sums up our tutorial for today. Now, if you have enjoyed this content, please do like and subscribe to the DabPlay YouTube channel. All new subscriptions under the first 1,000, please come over to Twitter as well, Twitter at DabPlay, because if you join and you're within the first 1,000 subscribers, to help my content reach more people that want it and that need it, and also in order to give something back to the community, which is what my channel is all about, I will be giving you a NFT membership card to my 1K club, which is for the first 1,000 members. That's going to entitle you to receive airdropped giveaways, and they are all sorts of NFTs. Sometimes it might be wearables, sometimes it might be collaborative pieces of artwork that I've worked on, or it might be music, or it might be videos. It doesn't matter what it is. We celebrate creators of Decentraland on my channel. We celebrate creators of everything in the metaverse. So that is what you can expect to receive from me. There is a roadmap out there showing exactly when I do my giveaways, as well as the ad hoc random things. Like I have just released my very own NFT collection, and that will be dropping on the 24th of December 2021. And all current subscribers to the channel will be getting 2 of those NFTs completely for free. So that's $10 worth of NFTs completely for free, just for being loyal to the channel. So I do recommend that if you get your membership card, you stay subscribed, because it's all linked up to be automatically airdropped, and you will be getting stuff for free just by being subscribed to this channel. Additionally, as we go along, there will be new content added every two videos every week at the moment that I'm adding. One of them mainly about gameplay, so stuff that's going on in Decentraland from a game perspective, but then also I am also doing content creator features. So if you are a content creator, or if you want to know about stuff that's going on in the community, then that second video is going to be for you as well, because you will learn about new events, new scenes that have opened up, giveaways, guides to different events that are happening or coming up, how you're going to prepare for things like festivals to make sure you make the most of it and get yourself some freebies. So really, this channel is a great stop for everybody. It will give you some things to look at, it will give you some things to be part of, and it will keep you updated on the developments within this community. So I do really sincerely hope that you join me on this journey, because this channel is growing rapidly, and I can't wait to bring you more content through as long as you decide to watch the videos. So with that all in mind, please do go out there, enjoy the metaverse, and take care out there as well. And I will see you on the next video. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope this has been useful for you.